We begin this afternoon by presenting one of our prizes, the Patrick SUPPES Prize in the History of Science. The SUPPES Prize was established and funded in 2006 by Patrick SUPPES, who was a member of the Society for 22 years until his death in 2014. This prize honors accomplishments in three different but not entirely unconnected fields, and certainly very significant ones that reflect the spectacular scope of SUPPES' own interests. Could we have the lights not quite so dark? The prize rotates annually between philosophy, thank you, psychology, and the history of science. This year's award is in the philosophy of science, and it's made to Alyssa Ney, Chair and Professor of Metaphysics in the Faculty of Philosophy, Philosophy of Science, and Religious Studies at Ludwig Maximilians Universität in Munich for her 2021 book, The World in the Wave Function, A Metaphysics for Quantum Physics. Professor Ney's book, which explores wave function realism, tackles an important question within the field of quantum mechanics. How can the success of quantum mechanics be reconciled with its implications about the world? To put it another way, how does the world of classical physics, the three-dimensional one in which we live, align with the wave function, which implies a high-dimensional space? The answer, Professor Ney asserts, lies in a realist view of the wave function. The universe is the evolution of the wave function in a high-dimensional space, and our everyday view of things must be reconciled with this fact. She writes, "The wave function is not a mere quantum hypothesis, it's the stuff of the universe. Our world of tables and chairs, stars and planets, people and measuring devices." Throughout the book, Professor Ney balances the scientific and philosophical sides of the wave function in an exemplary fashion. The world in the wave function stands out for its accessibility to both experts and non-experts, despite the unavoidable technicality of its material. Ideas from metaphysics are introduced in a constructive, informative way, and the manner in which those ideas are brought into contact with technical issues is compelling and illuminating. Notable in this regard is the third chapter, in which Professor Ney demonstrates how her theories preserve the intuitive ideas of separability and locality as features of our perspective on the world. The selection committee for the SUPPES Prize in Philosophy was chaired by John Dupre and included Anita Allen, Nancy Cartwright, Peter Godfrey Smith, Bruce Kucklick, and Rich Schifrin. And I'm grateful to the committee for their work. So it's my great pleasure to present the Patrick SUPPES Prize in Philosophy to Alyssa Ney.
Okay, yeah, so this was a complete surprise. I don't know how my book was nominated, but it's an honor to be associated with the Society and also the philosopher of science, Patrick SUPPES. I just want to say I think it's really wonderful that this society has an award to recognize the work we do as philosophers of science. I mean, since Socrates, everybody hates philosophers. And yeah, I mean, this kind of work that we do, like the kind of work that I was doing in this book, is often dismissed because it is very speculative. There's no way that we have now of testing whether what quantum mechanics is suggesting about the world is like a reality in higher dimensions or parallel universes, or we don't know what, but we hope we're kind of in the situation now like the Greek atomists were, and we're proposing a kind of theory that's explanatory and can make sense of these puzzling things that we're learning from quantum physics, but ultimately what we're doing is just developing frameworks that we hope will be useful for later generations of physicists to be able to test and hopefully manipulate the world for the better. We just hope, maybe this time it won't take 3,000 years to understand. So thank you so much. Thanks to the Society, and also thanks to the committee members who read all the books. I really appreciate it.